Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in here as a little precursor to this video to let you know that while I was editing, I realized just how long this video was going to be. So instead of keeping it one long 40-minute video that people would have to dig around to see the parts they're interested in, I'm instead going to be breaking it up into a hopefully 4, maybe 3-part series. So this is the first episode of that series, and this is going to be just a background on what is Accutane, why I went on it, and the risks that come along with it. So enjoy, and I'll let you go to the video now. Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a video all about my experience with Accutane. I feel like I'm a bit qualified to speak on it because I have gone through 2 rounds of Accutane. So I have literally notes of everything going down the list of Accutane. So if you are an Accutane patient who's just starting and wants to know what to expect, or if you are debating Accutane, or if you just kind of want to watch this video for fun, this is the perfect video for you because I'm going to give you the rundown of pretty much everything you need to know. So to start, what is Accutane? Accutane is technically not on the market under the brand name Accutane. Bayer stopped manufacturing it several years back, but it is now under several different manufacturers. But the actual drug name itself is isotretinoin, I hope. All I know is that it's a really strong form of vitamin A, also known as retin A. Similar to retin A, you might put topically on your skin. And the way that they think it works is that it destroys oil glands in your skin and kind of rapidly exfoliates your skin. And most people who take this will, after a 6-month course or longer, depending on you, but typically 6 months, will be acne-free for the rest of their life. Now, that's not to say an occasional pimple won't pop up every now and then, but this is made for severe nodular cystic acne and other related concerns. So it's really painful, scarring, extreme acne. With Accutane, there are really big risks, which is definitely something to consider. The big one is if you get pregnant while you are on Accutane, or if you donate your blood to a woman who is pregnant, it causes severe birth defects. And it's not like it can, by chance, cause birth defects. As far as I know, no pregnancy will be without severe birth defects, and what it causes is extreme malformation of the head, body, brain. That's definitely something that they are very, very strict about when you are going on the drug. In fact, I have a whole list of the big side effects that you should know about. One other big risk when you're taking this medication, it's definitely not super common, but it's common enough that you need to be aware of it and have monthly checkups with your doctor and discuss it, is a risk of extreme depression and suicidal thoughts. So in the past, people have committed suicide due to the depression that this medication has put them in. Luckily, I have never experienced any type of worsening depression from this medication or suicidal thoughts. I've never experienced any psychological effects from this, but if you are experiencing it, you need to stop because it is not worth it to continue going and risking your mental health just for clearer skin. Some other less severe, but definitely things you should consider, or I should say less common, is it can cause liver and kidney damage. Now, that's something your doctor will monitor month to month, that I'm going to get into in a little bit about the iPledge system. But every single month you'll be getting a blood test at most doctor checking your liver function in a panel to make sure that everything's going well, and you will be very closely watched. There are quite severe side effects that you're pretty much guaranteed to have with this medication, and that's why it's such a big deal. It's not hey, you have acne, go on this medication, it'll be gone forever. You will have extremely thin skin to the point that if I have a breakout and I itch or rub it, I will have a cut there later on because my skin will actually just fall off. Not like fall off, like I'm melting, but it's like you can rub off your skin pretty easily. And with that comes severe sunburn risk. So if you are going to be going on this medication in the summer, it thins your skin to the point that you could be wearing SPF 50, you could be completely covered, and you could still get a blistering sunburn. I know this, unfortunately, from experience. Oh, another thing with a thin skin is you cannot wax while you're on this medication because your skin will rip off. And that doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter if it's your eyebrows, if it's your elbow, anywhere, you cannot wax on this medication. And depending on the place where you go, how quickly your skin thickens up again, and the state of your skin to begin with, you usually can't wax for 6 months to a year after finishing the medication. So it's a really long-term commitment, long-term thing to be putting your body through. It is suspected that there is a connection between this and irritable bowel syndrome and Crohn's disease. It has not been proven. It's more anecdotal at this point of people saying, hey, I went on this medication, now I have IBS. But I don't think that's something that should really discourage you from it, because from what I've seen, most of the people who have it could have just developed IBS anyway, and there's no real way to link it. And plenty of people, including myself, have taken the drug and never developed IBS. I haven't noticed any increased gastrointestinal problems since starting this, other than maybe a little more heartburn. It can cause vision impairment, nothing extreme, just slightly more blurred vision. You can have trouble seeing at night, all that kind of things. And with the thin skin, you can have an increased chance of scarring, and slowed healing time. So they recommend not starting this medication when you know you have a surgery coming up or anything that you'll need to be healing from or is kind of major trauma to your body. And if you do have a cut, it is more likely to scar either worse, darker color. Now, for the symptoms, pretty much everyone gets. 100% of patients on Accutane get severely dry, chapped lips. And I'm not talking like, oh, it's a little dry, whatever. No, you will be bleeding. You will probably have your lips split open several times. I've had my lips peel off like a snake skin. I several times have had the sides of my lips just crack, and it's painful, but it's kind of a side effect that most people who are on it agree that it sucks really, really bad while you're on it, but it's the pros outweigh the cons in this case. You will get really dry skin. So basically, everything will be dried out. Your hair will be dry, your scalp will be dry, your skin will be dry, your lips will be dry, your eyes will be dry, inside your nose will be dry. So you can get dry eyes, dry mouth, nosebleeds, just from your nose being so dried out. Itchy scalp. One benefit is you don't need to wash your hair often at all. I used to be a daily hair washer because my everything was just so oily. Now I can go, it sounds disgusting, but it's so bone dry I could go probably 7 days without washing my hair. Sometimes I do just because I want to restyle it or something, but you can get eczema related to this. I will say from experience, as soon as you stop, that's one of the first things to go away, is the eczema and the severe flakiness. You will still be a little dry, but nothing so severe you're like in pain or bleeding or itching all the time. And I found that the eczema isn't so severe that you are like giving up one skin condition for another. It's just mainly on my hands. I notice it in my arms, but some people have it much worse. Another thing that is a risk is you can get aching joints. I noticed this a bit. They notice it more in people who work out super frequently and lift a lot of weights or do heavy lifting, is that you'll get a lot of back aches, knee aches, just joint aches in general. I've noticed a bit with my back, but nothing really bad. It'll be like when I go to lay down in bed at night, I'm like, wow, my back was like working today, but nothing too bad, except I notice if and when I do work out or I'm dancing or something, I definitely get more sore for longer from less activity. So if you are someone who frequently works out, it is something to keep in mind to maybe tone it down a bit after about the first or second month until you see how your body adjusts to it. So, now that we have gone through the lovely list of side effects, of which there are many, many more, but these are mainly the ones that I experience and the big ones.